You know the great Ibrahim bin Adham, one of the great awliya, before even Junaid Baghdadi. Ibrahim bin Adham, his father was a king. His father was a king and his mother was a queen. And when she was expecting him in her womb, they both traveled on Hajj. They went and done Hajj. And as she was doing Hajj, she gave birth to Ibrahim bin Adham. And they would take their child to every righteous person they could see. They would take their baby to that righteous person and they would say, do dua for our child. Do dua for our child. As a result of taking your children to the righteous, taking their child to the righteous and the Salihin, the result of that became that their son Ibrahim bin Adham, who inherited the kingdom, Ibrahim bin Adham became a king. But Ibrahim bin Adham had it inside his heart that I need to leave my kingdom and I need to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The story of Ibrahim bin Adham, that one day Ibrahim bin Adham is sitting on his throne as a king, and a person comes into the castle. A man comes into the castle and he looks around the castle and he says, this is a very nice hotel. He says about the castle, this is a very nice hotel. Ibrahim bin Adham says, this is not a hotel, this is my castle. The old man says, your castle? He says, yes. He says, who lived here before you? He said, my dad. He said, who lived here before your dad? He said, his dad. He said, who's going to live here after you? He said, my son. Sounds like a hotel to me. Sounds like a hotel to me. So Ibrahim bin Adham starts thinking, you know what, he is right. So that very night, Ibrahim bin Adham's in his bed. And he's thinking, I really need to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he's sleeping in his bed. All of a sudden, he hears footsteps on the roof. What does he hear? What does he hear? Footsteps on the roof. So Ibrahim bin Adham gets up from his bed and he says, who's there? Imagine someone walking on your roof. He says, who's there? It's not Santa. I heard that. Someone's working on the roof. Who's there? Ibrahim bin Adham says. The person on top of the roof says, I've lost my camel. I've lost my camel. Ibrahim bin Adham says, you're strange. Why are you looking for a camel on my roof? And the man on the roof says, you're even more stranger. How are you looking for Allah's pleasure inside your bed? You want Allah's pleasure and you're lying in bed? In reality, this was a message from Allah. And as a result of that, Ibrahim bin Adham left his kingdom and disappeared into the wilderness to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the result of what? This is the result of taking your children to the righteous.